If you just can we pause here? I just need to get my thoughts together.
Okay, so firstly,
Yes.
why are you here today?
Well, I'm here very simply is because the one man in this world whose name I don't want to even pronounce, I don't want to give him that luxury. I think we all know who I speak about. That he's just committing a genocide at the moment against the Ukrainian nation. And I've just come here to express my opinion that something has to be done about this. And in particular, as you can see from my sign here, I would like to remind the UK public that in 1994, on the 5th of December, in Budapest, in Hungary, there have been an agreement signed by the participants, which are shown on my sign, to guarantee the sovereignty of Ukraine and the integrity of its borders in exchange of total disarmament of the nuclear arsenal by Ukraine, which at that point was the third largest nuclear arsenal in the world, only after the Russia and the United States. And in exchange of the full disarmament, the including the three participants of that agreement, they've guaranteed the sovereignty and the integrity of the Ukrainian borders. So I've just decided to remind that date to the UK public and just to ask them to remember that date. And having said that, I would like to express my gratitude as a Ukrainian national to UK public and the UK government in particular for all the help which has been provided so far.
And is the current help enough, do you think, or does more need to be done in aid, in terms of aid?
I'm not aid, definitely from the information that we are receiving, that I am receiving at the moment from Ukraine. The aid is required on the top, which has been already sent, and once again I just would like to express my gratitude again for for everything that has come in already. But yes, the aid is required until the point that the man whose name I don't want to pronounce, he realizes that it's futile for him to perceive his twisted ideas of whatever he has in his mind at the moment. He just needs to see that there is no way that he can extract even the smallest bit of the benefit from what he has initiated 3 days ago. And also I would like to remind everyone who's going to be watching that war in Ukraine has been going on for the last 8 years. Over the last 3 days, we've seen the bloody escalation of it. We are seeing the time when masks have been taken off. As we can see, as we have witnessed over the last 8 years, it has all been done discreetly, even though everyone knew what was going on. But well, that's pretty much, I guess, that's what I can say at the moment.
Yeah. And as a Ukrainian national yourself,
Yes.
on a personal level and in a personal capacity, how does it feel to actually see these images, videos of your country essentially at war, physical war? How does that feel?
It's I have to say I have to be frank. Initially on the first day it was very emotional, but after a while the emotions has passed, and what has come to be is the realization that we have to keep our minds strong for everyone who's back there and do all what we can to contribute to what I believe is the victory. I strongly believe it's a victorious battle over there by the Ukrainian nation against the mad tyrant. I'm struggling to find the words to describe that man.
And just finally,
Yes.
has anyone that you know personally, do you have any friends or family in Ukraine currently that have been affected by what's going on, or do you know anyone?
Well, plenty of them. Many of them, they have enlisted into the territorial defense. I have my mother who's still living in the city of Ternopil. All of the people that I was growing up with, and so a lot would be the
What would you
answer.
say to your friends and family back home if you could see them right now? What would you tell them?
If you just can we pause? Can we pause here? I just need to get my thoughts together. And what I would say to my brothers and sisters in Ukraine, that they should remember that they are not alone, and that Ukraine stands united domestically and abroad.
Soldiers, what can possibly 13 defenders of Snake Island could do to Russian soldiers? But these Russian soldiers and Putin's regime, they don't know what is freedom. They don't know what is humanity. They don't know how to be free. Stop bloodshed! Stop bloodshed! Stop bloodshed! Stop bloodshed!
So why are you here today?
I think that's important. I think that's aggression, what's happened basically against Ukraine, that's important for all the world and especially for all the countries. And I'm Lithuanian myself, so I feel that it's very close to me and very close to my nation.
And being from Lithuania, although of course it's a different country, you mentioned it's very close. Do you feel fear in any way that what's happening to Ukraine now might happen to the Baltic states at all?
I think absolutely that may happen. Actually, I think that's what's happened now. That's you can't predict what's happened again. That Putin political, and yeah.
And are you confident that if something like is happening in Ukraine did happen to say Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, are you confident that NATO and the EU would come to the Baltic states' defense, or do you think it would act as it is like now with Ukraine?
I think because we are part of NATO, so we are more confident that we have some basically more protection, and you never know. Basically, who knows that it might be Putin and Lukashenko, so they trying to threaten war that they will not stop in Ukraine. So again, what's happened, Sweden and other countries, they want that countries don't belong to NATO.
So again, why are you here today? Why have you come out today?
Because I'm against the actions of Russia and Putin.
Okay, and so you're Russian yourself, you're a Russian national. How have you felt about the sort of images and the videos that have been coming out across across social media and the news in the past?
Devastating. I care both about both sides of the conflict, and I don't think anybody but Putin and his circle of his friends benefit from it. It's heartbreaking to see so many people die because of 30-ish people benefit.
And you know, what if Putin was here today, standing here today, what would your message be to him?
To be honest, I don't think he can listen to any words. He's completely lost his mind. The man is messing with nuclear weapon right now. I don't think there is anything to say to him. The only thing I want from him right now is to stop whatever he's doing.
And for a lot of people, you know, maybe in the UK, outside of that region of the world, what would your message be to them in the Russians?
I want to see more Russian going on the streets and expressing their opinions, because I want to believe there are a majority of people don't support it, but they are too afraid of police to go on streets. I want to see people on streets making an active action against the war and against the Putin. I want the entire world to value people lives more than money from Russia.
So why have you come out today? Why have you come to this protest?
Because I'm against the war and I support Ukrainians and all democracy. So.
And you're a Polish national yourself.
Yes,
obviously Ukraine and Poland share a border. Do you fear that, you know, the events happening in Ukraine today could eventually move as far to?
I hope no, but of course it can. We know it from history from 1939 and previous wars. So it's always start from something. So yeah, it can. Yeah.
So why are you supporting the Ukrainian people and Ukraine as a country?
First of all, they are neighbors. So we have big Ukrainian community in Poland, and they are independent country. So they should be sovereign. For that reason.
Yeah. And if Vladimir Putin was here right now, say in front of you, what would your message be to him?
Well, I wouldn't talk with him, to be honest. I would punch him in his face.
And what is your message to Ukraine and its people?
Keep strong. You shall never surrender, so keep strong.